Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your mid-November to mid-December 2021 singles love reading. Now, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single one of you. So please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Capricorn, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Forest for the trees. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for checking me out, giving me some time. I know time and energy and, it's just precious resources. It is very precious resources that we all have, and it's very hard to give. So I really appreciate your time and energy. And welcome to my channel, Forest for the Trees. I appreciate you all here. If you are returning, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes, for your trust, for your support, for your comments. All right, flexibility, change, flexibility, and blessings. Beautiful, beautiful. Starting out your reading, singles love reading. Now, you could be single for a long time. You could never be in a relationship. You could be, you could be out of a relationship for a while. Sorry, I was distracted for a little bit. We have change. This shows that you've been through a lot. You're going through a lot, but you're being very supported. You have a lot of support around you. I see this card too as, reach for the stars, go fly above, grab all the gusto you can get in that sense, do whatever you have to do to get what you want to get. It's a rise above feeling for me on this change card. Flexibility, be able to bend and go with the flow, and be able to kind of mold the future you want to live, right? All these bamboo, how they bend, and how they also give protection, right? And then we have blessings. So that is just, relationships that can come up. We'll have to see what the reading says. But relationships that can come up can be a blessing. It could be something very, take you by surprise, right? But we'll see. We'll see what the cards say. Sometimes they show literally, people coming in. And sometimes they just tell us what we need to do to work on ourselves. But we'll see what we have going on here. All right. Capricorn, how exciting. I'm excited for you. What a beautiful start to the reading. What a beautiful day today is too. We're going to get really, really cold here. Coming up like tomorrow. So, all right. I was lucky enough to be out at a dentist appointment this morning. So I was lucky enough to be out in it. In the nice weather before it got nasty. Okay. And I don't say nasty. It is what it is, It has to come in. All right. We have moving forward, taking control, taking action on something, taking action for what you want. Like I said, you have that change card. You have beautiful energy of being in control. Like I said, fly as high as you want to, go as high as you want to. But you have the Knight of Swords, and this is a card of taking action, going after something you want, charging forward. Now, this could be, if you're putting yourself back out into the dating world, or putting yourself out there as a prospective person, if you're wanting to find a partner. I don't know how else to word it. Taking action for it. You don't just sit around. You're not sitting around waiting for somebody to come knocking on the door. Not that that won't work, but, you take action. You're taking action on something that you believe in, or you're wanting to go after. And that could be, you know, taking action, putting yourself out there. You could be doing a dating service or a online, you know, dating meet and greet, whatever it is that works for you. But you have this change, so it could be a change from how you would normally meet people. You know, maybe you would go out with friends and meet people or whatever. But this is a change, and you're being proactive. You're taking action on this, so you don't have to. You're taking the guesswork out of things is what I'm feeling. And then you have this beautiful card of flexibility, and the Fool card is perfect card for that, because this is really marching to your own drum, doing what you want to do, trusting your instincts. It's almost like they're looking up at this floating by, right? It's like, oh, what's that in the sky? It's a horse in a balloon, you know? It is really taking the initiative and moving forward to how you want to live your life, right? And being flexible, not being boxed into a certain, it has to be this way, you know. The male or the female has to ask me out first, or they have to call me first, or, you know, if you see somebody you like, you're going to go after, you're going to pursue, you're going to say, hey, you know, you want to go have coffee or whatever. Things have changed, or female, male, however this plays out. Being very open, being very, very, you know, look at how the chest is just pushed out, and they're very open. It's like, you know, come what may, you know. You're in your own fantasy, you're in your own world, but you're okay. You're very you're ready for this. You're ready for this, Capricorn. You're ready for this change. You're ready for this moment, this time. Then we have, I think this was Blessings, and we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is a card about seeing something from a different perspective. Now, something could have happened in the past, you know, prior to this reading, that maybe shifted your perspective, shifted your perception of somebody or something, or the world in general. You know, we've all been through a lot these past almost 2 years now. How crazy is that? And, you know, a lot of perception has shifted, a lot of perspective has shifted. And it is, you know, you might be thinking outside of the box more. You might be willing to, again, open up and willing to not do things, but again, you know, if you grew up in a traditional, the male calls the female and the female never makes a move, or vice versa, you might be willing to say, hey, I'm calling him, or I'm calling her, or whatever, you know, taking the lead, taking the initiative, seeing things from a different perspective, really being open. I just feel you're really open to all of this. You're just, it's like you're ready. And the Hangman too is to me, coming to terms with a lot of stuff that you have had to process, and dealing with your own stuff, and really coming through that and being a better person for it, really coming through that and being really enlightened, but really coming through that and like leaving your baggage, leaving your stuff, that stuff, you know, that doesn't serve you anymore behind. Kind of really moving forward, open and free and clear is what I'm feeling. And for the better, you know, there's enlightenment around his head. Oh. These cards here. All right. Let's see for Capricorn singles, please. Yep. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Eight. You have two eights here. How interesting. That's a 7. It's been a long day. I'm like, I'm missing a line. Ay, yay. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles is a little different. Okay, so under the change and the Knight going forward, going after what they want, again, it goes with the change card. It's leaving behind what no longer serves you. That's what I've said with this row. It's not a sad thing for you. It's a thing. Like, you had to do it. You had to move forward, and you can't take baggage with you. You can't take all this emotional baggage with you. This could be leaving a person that no longer serves you or isn't for your greater good or your highest good behind also. Because, again, we have that enlightenment from the Hangman. So you are serving your highest good right now. You are working toward that. You've done a lot of spiritual work, and you're working toward that energy. There's also an eclipse here, and we have an eclipse on November 19th. It's a full moon in Taurus, I believe, and there's a lunar eclipse. So could be some significance for you, because this is mid-November to mid-December, so that would hit the eclipse time for sure, and the full moon. And I think there's also a solar eclipse on the new moon on December 4th. So all that around that time. Pay attention to that area or that time frame. But it's, you're doing this willingly. You're not doing this kicking and screaming. It's kind of like when you set stuff out to the curb for free. Excuse me, for free. For free that, excuse me, that you may be able to get money for if you would take it somewhere and sell it, but you just need it gone, right? There comes a time where money's not the issue, but it's not about money. It's about getting it gone. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like you set this out there, and it's almost the feeling of, this isn't for me. Good luck to whoever else finds it. that kind of sense. Then you have, under the Fool, you have the 5 of Swords. And this just tells you to err a little bit on the side of caution, although change is wonderful and great, that there can be people out there that will take advantage of you. So, really have your radar up, and really, I think you've been through enough in the past that you can recognize red flags. But this is basically, I'm just feeling like, don't fall for the first person that comes into your life that wants to change it, or wants to help you, or wants to whatever, because there can be people that will take advantage of the situation and of you. So that's just a heads up with that. And it could be somebody from the past that has done that, which gives you the red flags, which gives you the, oh yeah, that's not going to happen energy. So then you have the beautiful 7 of Pentacles under the Hangman. This just shows me that all this enlightenment and all this work you've done on yourself is, you're growing. You're growing from it. You're waiting for the fruits of your labor to kick in. Everything you've learned, you can pass on to others, right? But it's like you're still learning. You're still growing. You're still seeking knowledge. It's like you're not done yet. This, to me, was just the start. This was just the start. I think there's a continuation. I think it goes on and on. And, this, and I've never got this before, but if any of you do yoga, or if there's some type of yoga, if you're a teacher or a yogi, I think is what they're called, a yoga master or yogi, then pay attention to this. I've never got a yoga pose out of this card until right now. So, and I know this isn't one, but I'm just saying, that just came to me as far as really putting in the meditation and the work and the enlightenment. And kind of like when you do that, when you go to be a yoga master or a yoga teacher, all that's involved. I've thought of it before, and it is massive. So I'm not up for the challenge right now, so therefore I'll just keep doing what I do. But this card just shows me that you're still growing, you're still learning. There's lessons here that you want to do, and this is just the start. You've just started scratching the surface. There's so much more to figure out, and you've come a long way. You've come a long way, and you've put in a lot of hard work, and you're not afraid of work. Capricorn. You're not afraid of work, and you're not afraid of diligence, right? Sticking to it. That's something that you don't have a problem with. And it's grounding earth energy. It is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that you have going on here. So it's like this is familiar to you. This is familiar. It's almost like when you're going through this spirituality and the, you know, which it is a blessing, because I feel like whatever, this came in the nick of time. It's like you started your soul journey right on at the nick of time, right when you're supposed to. But it's almost like it saved you from something, and now you're hooked, and now there's so much more. It's like when it's kind of like the rabbit hole, right? Once you start something, and then it trickles down, and you start seeing all these other possibilities, and there's no way you're done. You're not done yet. You know, there's no way you're going to let that go. And, you know, 7 is a card of decisions. Let me rephrase that. 7 is a number of decisions. So, you know, you're making a decision to stick to it. You kind of like where you're going. You like how you're feeling. You like the enlightenment of it. You're learning and growing. And it may be something you teach others also as well. All right. A lot of work you got going on yourself. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Again, new start, new beginning, turning the page, making amends and atonement for things you've done in the past, coming clean on things and ready to move forward, ready to, again, you know, strike this new start, new beginning. That's subconscious energy. It might be energy you're not aware of, that you're feeling or going through, but you are. All this is a process. And I have to be honest with you, as far as a new person coming in, I'm not seeing it right now. I can't say that there's not a friendship that you might have, kind of like people you might hang out with. But I'm seeing more of inner work for yourself this month, Capricorn. Preparing yourself for somebody to come in, because you want to attract like, right? You want to attract like. You don't want somebody that you have to try to heal, or you want somebody on their soul journey too. You want somebody on their spiritual journey too. You don't want somebody that you have to kind of band-aid up and put back together and try to explain everything to. When you're on a higher level, when you're on a higher level of enlightenment and somebody's not there, you know, I'm not saying not to help them by no means, but it's not what you're looking for, I don't think, in a partner. You're looking for somebody at least on your level or higher, right? So we have, when you walk away from these, you know, whatever doesn't serve you anymore, and you're ready to move forward, what you're doing, because you've already, you know, charged ahead with the Knight. You have the Nine of Cups, and that is a beautiful card of wishes fulfilled. It is kind of taking stock about where you are emotionally, spiritually, and really being pleased at where you are, where you've come, all the hard work you've put in. I always see these as trophies, but they're not, but that's how I see them. So you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy there, Capricorn, with the emotions and the feelings and the spiritualness, spirituality, psychic, you know, awareness, intuitiveness, all that comes in with the Cups energy, the water, the flowing. So you're in a very good place. You're in a very comfortable place. And you have, what this tells me, again, starting this out with the flexibility and the Fool, and then the Five of Swords, being careful to watch your back, being careful for the red flags, being careful about people that might take advantage of you. And, you know, this just shows that you are 4 is a number of stability and structure. And you are protective of your money. You're protective of your things. You're protected of your material aspects, knowing that, you know, somebody can come and take it all away really quick. And you're not about that at all. So it's like you keep your money close. You are very frugal with it. You are very, you're very tightwad is not the right word, but you spend when you have to spend. You'd rather not spend. You could be saving for something also. You could be saving up for a trip. You could be saving up, I don't know, maybe for a new hairstyle or a new wardrobe or, you know, a spa day or something like that. But there's money being saved. And I also feel that whatever lessons you learned in the past, you've learned the red flags on people like this, and always keep your money close to you. You can be very giving, Capricorn, so you need to, you know, always discern and know, trust your gut instincts. Again, with the Fool card, trust your gut instincts and know, you know a scam when there's a scam. And people can be really good. So again, the 7 of Pentacles coming with that, the growth energy and kind of being hooked on what you're doing for your spirituality and your growth. And it could cause some type of confusion or some type of conflict or some type of misunderstandings, maybe with your family, maybe with people around you that are close, maybe with your friends. Maybe they don't understand kind of what you're going through. A lot of times when we go through this period of growth and enlightenment, we spend time alone, right? We spend time alone, really figuring us out, really figuring ourselves out, and really figuring out what path we want to go on. And you're ready. I mean, you're charging ahead. You know where you want to go. You're taking the actions toward it. I'm sorry, they're doing some work in the unit next to me. I'm at work right now, so different setting. That if y'all are used to a certain setting when I'm at home, this is different, but I do it both places. So anyway, but they're over there. If you hear a big bee buzzing, that's the saw noise or whatever they're doing. But there could be some conflict or misunderstandings or people that you maybe used to hang out with are upset because you don't hang out with them anymore. You know, you might have been a drinker and you don't drink anymore. You might have been a partier and you don't party anymore. And people are confused. They don't know kind of what's going on. So that could be a possibility of this, you know, with the blessings. And it's also, to me, a card about, that could be some of these that you let go, you know. People that don't really understand and that pick on you for something that you're trying to do to better yourself might not really be your friends, right? So you have to keep that in mind as well. All right, I don't see, again, a person coming in. It's not saying that there's not a friend, but as far as a love, I don't see that coming in right now. I just see a lot of work on yourself you're doing, which is beautiful. And keep it up, Capricorn. You're doing an excellent job. I really like the Knight of Swords coming straight out, just showing me that you're taking initiative and you are moving forward and you are doing all the things the right way, right? You're doing all the things and you're learning and growing from it, and you're feeling so much better too, I think. I would love to hear from you. If nothing else, you know, just give me a thumbs up, and that way I'll know that this resonated with you. And again, you know, the bottom of the deck, the subconscious energy, I think this started way before. I think this started way before the Knight of Swords even came into being. It started way before. You started clearing things out. You started making space. You started, you know, you started starting over. You started starting new. It's like you heard the call. All right, one more card for you to wrap up the reading. We have Pink Rose. Pink Rose. Let's see what it says. grace and sweetness. The pursuit of perfection, then, is a pursuit of sweetness and light. And I can't say you're going for perfection, but, you know, you are going for enlightenment. You are going for growth. You're going for spiritual growth. You're going for growth of yourself. This says, greet life with grace, even when situations are challenging. Let pink roses be a gentle reminder that in order to have sweet dreams at night, you need to get in the habit of thinking sweet thoughts each day. And again, I think that's all part of. I think that's, you're coming into that. You're growing into that. You're seeing that now. And you're really taking action toward it. You're taking action toward what the kind of life you want, the kind of people you want to attract, and the kind of people you don't want to attract. But keep up the good work, Capricorn. You're doing an excellent job. I would love to hear from you. And I'm sorry there's not a major love in the life right now, but there could be a good friend. And who knows, next month. We'll see. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you know any other Capricorns it sounds like, please feel free to share. Take care of yourself and each other. Until next time, be blessed. Bye for now.